Is she a YouTuber? Like, y'all, if y'all see my setup, I literally feel like a YouTuber. I didn't know that people's setup was like this. I always see like a lot of the YouTubers that I watch and I love, like they always have a camera and prop like this. And I'm like, okay, like we get like the little bedroom aesthetic, like I'm here for it, but I didn't know this was the BTS. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to y'all. Let's just get into it. So I know y'all were looking at the title, ready to eat me up. I don't blame you. But like, let's be real. Like, self-help videos are not enough to change your life. Why I say this, like, and we're gonna start with my journey. So a couple of years ago, I was in a shitty place, bottom of the barrel. Like, it was really bad. Like, my mental health was really bad. I had went through something pretty traumatic, and then COVID hit. And that shit did the number. Like, I made it out alive, thank God, but that shit loosened a few screws up in here. I was just really in a really bad place. I was struggling with like social anxiety a lot. I was depressed. I was just down in the depths. If you know, you know. Yeah, so at that time, I was just super desperate. Like, I feel like it always takes for something really shitty to happen for people to get like desperate, eager to change their lives. I kind of personally feel like that's the purpose of it, but that was kind of where I was at. Like, I was going through a really shitty time, and I'm like, okay, what can I do? So when I tell y'all, I was on everything. I was working out. I tried meditating. I was like definitely devoted to my faith. I was trying medication. I was watching self-help videos, like my new Netflix. Therapy multiple times a week. Like, anything that they say is supposed to help you, I was on it. I'm on Google like every day seeing if it's like new developments with this shit. Like, what do y'all suggest, you know? I think that it was definitely beneficial. I think that it helped a lot. But at that time, like I said, I was experimenting with all these different things. And I was starting to get like hopeless at a point because I was in the mindset of like, okay, I'm doing all these things. Like, I should be feeling better. Like, why have I not woken up a new bitch yet? You know what I'm saying? And I was starting to get very impatient. I didn't really recognize that I wasn't doing it right. I thought I was doing it right because I was doing what everybody said I should be doing. And I was trying to go hard at everything, not realizing, like, I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, but it's like, and I don't know exactly, I'm really probably about to fuck it up, but it's like, basically, like, if you're trying to be perfect at everything, you get nothing done, you know? And it was one of those things to whereas it was like, I was so laser focused on, okay, I'm on my meditation tip. I'm going to be meditating so hard. I'm going so hard at this. I'm going to perfect that. To whereas it's like all these other sources of improvement and development that I was trying to implement, that would fall to the wayside. I wouldn't be consistent with it. I wouldn't try to progress in it because I'm just so laser focused on one area, you know? I noticed like what really changed the game for me was when I tried to make a routine and broaden my horizon. Like, it wasn't just one thing. I didn't just need to solely think that meditation was going to fix everything. I didn't think that medication was going to fix everything. I didn't think that it was just one thing. And that's what really changed because I realized that it's a combination, like things work together. Think about the world, like everything works together. It's not just one thing that works independently, right? So what was more effective for me was when I decided, okay, I'm going to try to use all these things in tandem. Like, I'm going to continue working out. I'm going to continue meditating. I'm going to continue getting better with my faith. I'm going to continue going to therapy, you know, and giving these things time to play out, being consistent with it, not just thinking, oh yeah, me watching this self-help video, one is just going to change my life. No, because there's so many other areas and so much more effort required than watching a self-help video. Like, that is a great step. That is the first step. Whereas a lot of these things are the first step. I can meditate today. That's the first step. But if I don't continue to do it, if I don't try to get better at it, I'm not really going to make any improvement. Same thing with therapy. Like, I've been in therapy for a couple of years now. When I was like really down in the pits, I was going like a lot more frequently, but now I really just go when like shit is bad. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, I have been going for a long time, and you've been to therapy, they just know you. Like, they know you on a different level. Like, it's giving diary. It's giving, I tell you my life. She's been so helpful, like, within my journey, and it's really been so transformative just having her in my life. So every time I talk to her, I'm like, girl, like, thank you so much. Like, I'm like, you changed my life. And she's like, you changed your life. And I'm like, did I? She's like, yes, because, you know, therapy is one part of the equation. We could sit here for hours. We could sit here for an hour a day, literally, and talk about what's going on. And I can give you solutions, and I can give you tips, and I can try to help as much as I can. But once you leave this therapy session, if you choose not to implement any of these things, then you're not going to really have any growth. Saying that to say, it's like all these techniques are just one part of the equation. And so it's really up to you to take control and decide every day, every second that you're going to do something that's going to progress your life in some type of way. And it's not easy. Like, it's not easy, but that is what's going to give you the most growth. So that's what I mean. Maybe watching that self-help video is not enough, respectfully. I honestly wanted to speak about this topic because I feel like a lot of people don't speak on it enough, that it isn't just one thing. I feel like the culture that we are in today, influencers, just even marketing campaigns, I feel like people just want growth very rapidly because you're looking around on social media and you're seeing the people around you. Like, it seems like it was an overnight thing, right? It seemed like people has healed. Alrighty, we're back. Had technical difficulties, but we're back. It's like a rat race. Like, everybody knows. Like, I was about to say America's a rat race, but it's everywhere. Like, it's just capitalism. Like, I just like we're programmed to believe that we need to be at the top of the pyramid by tonight. Like, I need to get this money tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I think that all of that plays into us just being impatient. It creates like impatience, like, and this feeling that we need to be somewhere like by tonight, that we need to be healed by tonight, that we need to be like perfect by tonight. And you were never expected to be perfect, babe. Like, if nobody has ever told you, like, you are not. So getting back to the topic, it's like people are rushing the process, like, because we don't see people's process, we don't see people's journey. Like, a lot of, and that's the problem. I feel like people think that growth is just, it's gonna happen overnight, but it's not. Like, growth is not linear. Like, literally, I have done so much work on myself, and I used to be in pursuit of like something that was just unobtainable. Like, literally, I was just in pursuit of like, oh, I just want to be like perfect and like, you know, not have any more problems. And I'm thinking like, once I heal these problems that I've had in the past, like, I'm good. Like, it's literally, I'm not going to ever have any problems, but that's not life. Like, that's not realistic. You know what I mean? The more that you start to progress in your journey, and the more you change, your problems change, your surroundings change, your mindsets changes. So basically, you know, it's just feel like it's new problems, and it's new things that you need to work on. You can continue to better yourself in every level of your life. There's always a way to be better. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, so don't forget that. I hate those people that are like, oh yeah, like, I don't have anything to fix. Like, I'm perfect. It's like, bitch, are you an alien? Like, are you for real right now? Like, it's no way that you have nothing to work on. Like, that is just so arrogant to me, you know? So don't be ashamed of having things that you need to fix. Like, we all can be better, you know, every day. This isn't to bash anyone. Like, I understand, like, it's just the world that we live in. People don't really glorify their failures or show their failures. Like, it's social media. You can kind of like edit and tailor your life to be perceived by people like however you want it to be. Kind of like, you can kind of create this narrative, you know. But I feel like it's easy to get caught up in that and like forgetting that social media is not real life. And now these people are still imperfect people, and they're still working on themselves too. So there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Things that used to really trip me up on my journey, kind of going into another topic, is like, I used to be very inconsistent. And I'm gonna make a video about this, kind of diving into how I became more consistent with the things that I've been, you know, the tools that I've been utilizing. But I was just very inconsistent because, like I said, I was looking for like that one holy grail thing that was gonna like change my life overnight. And when it never came, it's just like, you know, but it's never gonna, it's not that. It doesn't work like that. The biggest thing that I've learned on this journey is like, again, like, it's a combination. You're going to need all the things, all the tools that you can have, all the tools that are available to you in order to become your best self. Like, because you have to think about it. Each situation is different, right? Like, the situations and the encounters that you have on a day to day is different. Never going to have the same experience as yesterday. That's not going to happen. So the tools are so useful because they allow you to kind of go through your toolbox and figure out, okay, what do I need for this situation? What's going to help me right now in this encounter? Learn and gather as many tools as you can on this journey. So we're going to talk about some of my tools that I love, that I will die about, that I just love so much. Okay. The setup is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. So, number one, we're going to start off with, you want to get you a good old journal. It's hard for me to kind of like hold it and flip through it. You know, I don't want y'all to know all my business now. But put the title, and then I'll kind of just put like this. Don't look at my nose. I'll put the title, and I'll just kind of put like the subject line. I would really recommend. I feel like this has really just helped me to like sit with my emotions. As a society, it's like we don't want to sit with our emotions, and I get it. They're so uncomfortable. Like I totally get it, but the sooner you can sit with them, the sooner you can deal with them and make sense of them. So just get a journal and start small. People always think that you have to like, do a page a night. Like sometimes that's not realistic for you right now. Like when I was actually talking to one of my best friends about, we always talk about like lessons of the week. And her lesson for the week was that she needed to make things easier for herself. A lot of times we'll make things so hard for ourselves and it's like it's unrealistic. This is her example. My girl, she likes pre-workout. So, that's usually her thing. But I guess I don't know, this week she was just like, you know what, like, nah, like you don't need that pre-workout. Like it's our mind, it's our ego telling us, okay, no, you don't need that. Like it's weak if you use that. And she wasn't going to, but then she's like, okay, girl, like let's be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? This really helps me. So why would I deprive myself of that if it's going to help me? So make things easier for yourself. You don't always have to fight yourself on everything. A win is a win. And if you need to make things easier for yourself, that's okay. So if you want to start small, that's okay. Like progress is progress. Get you a good book, babe. This one is my new bound favorite. This guy, I know you've seen his face before, Jay Shetty. He has an amazing podcast. Or yeah, it's a podcast, but it's like a YouTube channel. I used to think that podcast was just audio. So then once they start putting videos with it, I'm like, is this not a YouTube video? I don't know. But anyway, he has one of those and his book is just so great. Invest in a good book. I feel like getting new perspectives is always going to be great along this journey. It really helps you to reframe your thinking and just kind of meditate on what people are saying. Another one that's really been helping me is meditation. Your girl's an avid meditator. Every day when I wake up, I meditate 5 minutes. Again, it doesn't have to be no hefty hour meditation, because I wake up at 6. I don't feel like, waking up at 5 to meditate. No, but I can do a quick 5 minutes. And it's really helped me to stay present and stay grounded, struggle with anxiety. And it really helps me like just to stay here and realize, babe, life is not yesterday. Life is not tomorrow. Life is right fucking now. And then podcasts as well, like self-help videos. I'm not anti self-help videos. I hope that's not what you got from the title. I'm just saying that you need what combination. Yeah, self-help videos have been very helpful for me on this journey. Watching like self-help YouTubers as well. Lynette Atkins, A Shetty podcast, Mel Robbins podcast. Like there's so many. So I feel like I always get inspired and love those down. Those are what work for me, but I really want to encourage you to find what works for you. How do you know what works for you? To sum it up, experiment. You won't know until you try. So go out there, try different things out and see what feels good to you. Whatever brings you peace and solace is what is good to you. Find what you like, find what works for you, and continue implementing that in your routine and you will see growth. So I feel like that was enough for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys have any other topics that you would like me to comment on, self-help, development, any questions you guys have, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I would like to know what tools you guys use and what works for you. Yeah, thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next one.